What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon. This is Potty Sports, your spot for uncensored and unfiltered sports opinions. Today, we are coming with episode 16 of Zoomin with the Boys, where we are going to go over the NBA Finals. Giannis has his first chip. We're going to talk about everything. It's going to be probably a quick video. There's not really much to talk about. What's done is done. Everyone saw what happened. We're just going to kind of go over it and cover it. And this is the end of the NBA season, 2021 NBA season. So excited for an exciting off season. It's going to be fucking packed. We don't know where people are going, so we'll cover that at a later date. But this off season is going to be wild, and if this is a testament to anything, the next season, 2022, is going to be awesome as well. So a lot of fucking chips at play right now, but the Milwaukee Bucks have defeated the Phoenix Suns 4-2 in the NBA Finals to claim their first chip in, I believe, like 50 years. Giannis put the team on his fucking back. What can I say? Guy had a 50 piece in game 6, and I believe he had like 14 boards too. Yep. And he just had one of the best NBA Finals performances of all time to clutch his first ring for the Milwaukee Bucks. I'll go over the scores real quick. Phoenix Suns defeated the Milwaukee Bucks 118-105 in game 1, 118-108 in game 2, and then the Bucks won the next 4, 120-100, 109-103, 123-119, and then finally in game 6, 105-98. We saw a lot of the Suns' firepower at the beginning of the series, like what was expected of, and what we saw throughout the entire playoffs so far. And then they kind of sizzled out once Giannis kind of took control of the series. Chris Paul just wasn't the same. I believe there was a game where he pushed, I don't know if it was Giannis when he was going up, and I think he got a flag, like a flagrant. I don't know. Just Chris Paul just wasn't the same after game 2. Devin Booker had a shitty game in game 3, and they just weren't the unit that we saw steamroll the Western Conference to make it to the finals, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, Chris Paul's 0-what in series where he's up 2-0 too.
I think he's lost 4 series where he's up 2-0, and those are like Western Conference Finals. This NBA Finals, his first appearance.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if he's got like a curse or something behind him, but fuck, man, the guy just can't seem to get it done. But you got, like you said, Giannis just popping off, just. Especially after that hyper knee injury, man. I didn't think he was going to be I didn't think he was going to come back even stronger. You know what I mean? It seems like all these other superstars, anything like that happens to them, they're sitting out.
Yeah, whereas they'd sit out for weeks.
Yeah, whereas I said playoffs, you got to dig deep, and that's exactly what Giannis did. And all the free throw fucking bullshit, yeah, you can push that to the side because the guy went 17 for 19 in game 6 with his 50 piece. So. Yeah. He shut everyone the fuck up.
And 13 for 17 in game 3 as well.
Yes, sir.
So, man, it was exciting. It was back and forth there for a sec, and then the Bucks just completely took over in game 3 through to game 6. Middleton and Drew Holiday, Middleton had one good game in game 4. He had 40 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He fucking shot a shit ton from the field, 33 shot attempts, which is insane. But he went off in game 4. Game 5, the 3-headed monster came out. Giannis had 32 points. Middleton had 29. Holiday had 27. But other than that, this was the Giannis Antetokounmpo show. And he's putting himself in the mix right away. He's 26 years old, first NBA championship. I guess we'll look at it from the Bucks perspective to begin with. This puts them, I'm going to say, at the beginning of next season, depending on how all the free agents play out, I would take the Bucks first seed in the Eastern Conference over the Brooklyn Nets. I know that the Brooklyn Nets were down with Kyrie's injury. James Harden wasn't the same in the Eastern Conference finals, but excuses. And just the way that I don't really like how ESPN has been covering this whole Giannis. Oh, he got his first chip. They're really like trying to give him his flowers and everything, which is completely understandable. But like, they also are not. I'm trying to figure out how to say this properly. They took the injuries into consideration, yes, but they're also giving him his full credit, which he's due because of his performance. But where was this credit given when the Toronto Raptors beat the Golden State Warriors back in 2018 to win their first chip in, I might have even been franchise history.
Yeah.
I understand Kevin Durant went down with his brutal injury. Klay Thompson went down as well with his brutal injury, which he hasn't came back from yet. But at the end of the day, got to go out there and ball. And Kawhi Leonard back then fucking balled out and won the chip for the Raptors. But there has been no sort of respect on that chip whatsoever by sports media.
And it fucking makes me mad too, because it's like the same thing kind of happened with James Harden and Kyrie going out when they fucking, and that's like a super team right there that two of their best players are injured, and there's been no fucking taint on that chip whatsoever. But I'm a Raptors fan, so I'm also a bit biased, but it's whatever.
And I'm not trying to take away from what Giannis did whatsoever. What he did was special. Like, he took the team, put it on his back, and beat this team that literally steamrolled through the Western Conference big time,
and they were healthy.
Good teams, and they were healthy.
Yeah. So
like they beat the Lakers. AD wasn't really there. LeBron wasn't the same, but that's a good team. Beat the Nuggets. They
beat the MVP. Yeah. Joker and the fucking Nuggets.
So looking from the Bucks perspective, this is huge for their franchise. Giannis, if he didn't win this year, he could have demanded a trade, opened just no trade clause, and kind of see what's happening with Damian Lillard right now. Like, Dame's not pleased with how Portland's putting together their team to support him in their hopes to win a chip or even compete for one. So I could have seen that going that way if they didn't pull this off, but glad they did. Huge contender for next year, especially if they keep the same pieces. But at the same time, Drew Holiday, you got your first NBA Finals jitters out of the way now, so you know how to kind of deal with the playoffs and everything. Everything comes with experience, but just the inconsistency of Holiday and Middleton, it was really surprising that Giannis, even him putting up these performances, could pull this off, especially against the team like a Phoenix Suns and the basketball IQ of Chris Paul. But they did. Just again, they lived right into my expectation. I predicted Bucks in 6. So
you did. I predicted Bucks in 7, but either way, we both had the Bucks, but you got it right on.
Yeah. So right on the money with that one. I don't like Chris Paul. I never have. Don't know what it is, but
guy hasn't been the same since fucking Steph made him fucking fall over on the fucking
little stutter step to the fall.
Little stutter step, and fucking hasn't been the same since.
Just looking at Chris Paul pisses me off. I don't know what it is. I just honestly, I fucking hate looking at him.
I mean,
he looks like a fucking
like
little
that.
bitch.
Yeah, I get like that looking at, I don't get pissed off looking at Middleton, but man, it's I don't even know what to think of that face.
Yeah, there's just some faces that piss you off when you look at them, and Chris Paul is one of them for me. It's just I don't know. It looks like he's a whiny little fucking kid, and I don't know if it's the haircut, if it's the Caesar that he's rocking or what, but
he does look like a fucking whiner. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he's just a whiny little bitch, and I mean, I wasn't gonna put any respect on him in the prediction whatsoever, and I respect defensive basketball and just paint presence over let's just jack up a bunch of shots and see what goes in. So I'm glad. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll switch perspectives and we'll look at it from the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker could have done a lot better. You were up 2 games to nothing and couldn't get it done. You lost 4 straight. That's on you. Devin Booker, game 3, had 10 points, 1 for 7 from 3. Just not going to cut it whatsoever. It's the NBA Finals. You need to ball out every game. But this all falls on the shoulders of Chris Paul. He's the vet. He's the leader. He's the guy on the team. Devin Booker is a sniper. He's still learning. He's a superstar. He's the superstar on the team. So if I were to compare that to like maybe the early 2010s when LeBron went to Miami, Dwayne Wade was the vet. He had already won the chip. He knew what it takes to win the championship, even though Chris Paul doesn't really know that, but he's been around the league enough. Dwayne Wade was the vet and LeBron was the superstar. It's the same thing here. Chris Paul is the vet and Devin Booker's the superstar. The Suns didn't get enough of their supporting cast that was on fire throughout the whole Western Conference playoffs. Craig, Jay Crowder played all right, I guess. Obviously didn't do enough to win.
He did what he normally does. He's a good defensive player.
Cam Johnson, they weren't playing him enough minutes. When Cam Johnson is shooting like consistently, actually, I'm not going to say consistently, but like shooting a very good rate from the field, why are you taking him off to plug in a bunch of weird players? You need to shorten your rotation up, which they didn't do. I tip my cap to the Phoenix Suns head coach throughout the Western Conference playoffs, but in the finals, it was just a complete bust. Ben, I think Wodenhauser or whatever the fuck his name is, the head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. He had a really good game plan. He stuck to it even through the first 2 games when the Phoenix Suns took the first 2 from the Bucks. They just stuck to their game plan. They altered their game plan where they needed to, not over altered it. And they just really pushed the ball into the paint, which is what I said needed to be done anyways. Giannis just needs to fucking continue to drive and go to the line, and the line will figure itself out. It's free throws, dude. So
it's the same shot every time. So just work on it. Yeah. I totally agree, man. Fucking Giannis and the Bucks, they fucking did what they had to do to fucking get it done. Like fucking Devin Booker, he popped off the odd game, but he wasn't popping off every game like a superstar needs to. And then Chris Paul, he just gives you the average 10. Maybe he can pop off for 30 at the odd time, but like he needs to be a lot better too. I think he's cursed when he's up to nothing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Guy gets the fucking jitters or something. And then, he's a lost cause. He's a whiner.
Yeah. He just looks like a whiny bitch. He just gets his way, especially in like the Players Association and shit like that. He's the president of the Players Association. He's just been involved in all league activities ever since he came into the league. Good on him for doing that, but to be like a lot of people I hear, he's like ESPN, Stephen A, and fucking. Well, I'm not going to take Max's opinion into consideration, but
don't get me started on that guy.
Stephen A just it doesn't tarnish his legacy, it doesn't improve it, or it doesn't tarnish it, it just stays the same. Okay, but the legacy's still bad, and in my opinion this tarnishes it a little bit more. You got all the way to the finals, you got up to nothing, and then you just completely went to bed.
You added another L to your up to nothing in a series and fucking losing it again. You gained a bad thing, not a fucking good thing.
It was your first NBA finals and you lost, and you are like 35 years old, and the sand is running out in the hourglass for you.
Yep.
So Yeah, no. All the Phoenix Suns fans, Owen Webster included, fucking told you so, man. I mean, all that sexy firepower and all those threes, they only do so much, bud. And then you got to play basketball. And basketball can be scientific at times. And it's a lot of it is time management in the fourth quarter. And the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, it's all about status quo, how you can maintain a lead. Obviously, in basketball, you exchange punches every single, like all the time, because teams are constantly going back and forth up and down the court, scoring on each other. So it's all about how you contain that status quo and how you can gather a lead out of playing very solid defense, fast break points, getting to the paint, getting fouls, getting the other team in foul trouble. And that's just the key to success. And the Milwaukee Bucks unlocked that and won their first chip in the 50 years since, I believe, Kareem and Oscar were there. So yeah, no, I don't, it's not really much to say, bud. Like, this was one of the least exciting finals, in my opinion, minus game 6 when Giannis had a fucking one of the best performances ever. But this, like, just this matchup, I wasn't excited for. Like, I don't care for Chris Paul whatsoever. I like Giannis coming out of the East, but like, yeah, I'm just not, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a super LeBron stan and it wasn't exciting not seeing him in there, but I want to see the viewership stats for who watched this NBA finals, because I think it was a bit of a dip compared to the last few years.
Yeah. Suns are fucking all show, no go.
All show, no go.
As Skip Bayless says, live by the 3, die by the 3.
Yeah, really. I just don't like teams that do that. And it's only going to, like, it only takes you so far. And then, like, the thing with the Warriors back in the day is they had a mix and they had good defense. Klay Thompson's a really good defensive guard, but can also snipe. Kevin Durant, very good two-way player. Draymond Green, very good defensively. And like, they all, like, Steph,
even before KD, man, they were fucking good. Like, they got their chip before KD too.
Yeah,
they were good.
But yeah, I'll say it time and time again. Defense wins championships. If you can lock down a superstar on the other team, especially in basketball, it's going to be hard for that team to dig out of a hole. And the Bucks were in a hole to begin with in this series, and then they just dug themselves out of it. And fucking 90% of that is Giannis and just the overall defense of the team.
I just had a weird feeling too. Even when Phoenix went up 2-0, I'm just like,
yeah, I wasn't fucking worried.
I just go, I'm not worried. It's going back to fucking Milwaukee now. I just go, they got their 2 home fucking wins. Like, now it's back. It's back home in Milwaukee. They got their fucking 2 back. And then I said, momentum's going in Milwaukee's favor now because they just won fucking back-to-back games coming back 2-2. So,
yeah. And then in game 5 when they went up, close game too, like 123-119. That's a fucking close game. And
all the games, well, except for game 3, I guess, in game 1, were pretty tight for the most part. But I personally think the better team won. Milwaukee Bucks are just a better team. The bench players kind of disappeared on Phoenix. Needed to see more from Craig, needed to see more from Cam Johnson. A lot of that is due to the rotation minutes that Cam Johnson got. He was pretty limited in the latter part of the series. But chalk that up to just player execution based on Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Chris Paul micromanaging the team, dishing out the ball distribution, who he was passing to. And just, it's got to fall on those guys. And the coach. Bucks just have good fucking, they got good depth, man. They got a good bench. They got Bobby Portis who can just fucking pop off like he was when Giannis was injured for a little bit in the regular season. Remember, you had him in fantasy when he was popping off.
Yeah.
And fucking Pat, I don't even know how to say his last name, man. Connaughton?
Oh, Connaughton.
Connaughton. Okay, yeah, Pat Connaughton. He can even fucking, sometimes he can get hot from 3-point land too.
Yeah. And the first two games of the series, Chris Paul would do switches. So Connaughton was guarding him and Chris Paul would just drain in his face. And then that just kind of disappeared. Like, I don't know. Just the shots weren't there for the Suns. It was just really good defense. Like, that's why you can't rely on the mid-range and three, because once good defense strikes you in the face, you got to push the ball and you got to be able to push the ball into the paint.
Yeah.
And
they have DeAndre Ayton as a big boy, but it's like he doesn't have like the skill set to fucking put up like 30 a piece like Giannis can go into the paint every fucking game.
Yeah, he doesn't have that power in the paint.
No, exactly.
A lot of it is just I can hit the fast break really fast, and if they can dish it up to me, I'm gonna make it, and if not, I can go to the line. But yeah, no, there's not much to say, dude. I wasn't really excited about this series. Good for Giannis for the 50 points in game 6. Fucking stellar performance. One of the best of all time in the NBA finals. Good on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Sorry, I definitely didn't make it mandatory to turn it on my TV every night, but
no,
I did watch most of it anyway. Just because
I think
nothing else is really on.
Yeah, I think I watched the first 3 games.
And then the games that I do miss, 5. I watch the 10-15 minute recap they do there where it shows like everything.
Yeah. So, yeah, good on the Milwaukee Bucks. Phoenix Suns fans, you guys got really cocky out of nowhere for some reason. This is a taste of your own medicine. If a lot of Phoenix Suns fans who don't live in Phoenix are just Devin Booker fans, and the fact that Chris Paul got added to their roster this year got you all excited, and then they made the 3rd seed because of just a plague of injuries in the Western Conference and the whole play-in tournament thing as well. So you guys really got a chub on, and then they ran through the Western Conference, which was Western Conference in the playoffs, which was plagued with injury as well. So yeah, that just made you super hard, and then you got fed some of your own medicine when you faced a real healthy basketball team in the Milwaukee Bucks, which plays a completely different play style and a real play style that wins championships, not let's just chuck and see what goes down. So yeah, not much to say. I'm gonna keep saying I don't really have much to say.
Another thing now though, like the players did vote the play-in tournament will continue next year.
Yeah. Which I'm cool with. I don't really care.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah.
No, I thought it was gonna be shit, but
we got to see maybe our last glance of Steph versus LeBron, which was a good one.
Yeah, they'll play. They'll be playing again next year.
I'm hoping so. I mean, like in the finals where it means something, or not even the finals, but the playoffs where it means something, you know.
I think Klay Thompson comes back next year. He has to. He's been sitting out for fucking 2 years. Like, figure your shit out then, bud. Like, he's definitely coming back next year. Splash Bros will be back.
And then they're looking at Miles Turner as well.
Yeah, they need to spruce up their bench. And
James Wiseman, I don't know. He's a big boy and he doesn't want to use his size. Mm-hmm. He's got to get some beef on his arms though. He's too lanky.
Well, he's got the whole off season to work on that. Yeah. No, we'll dip into off season here probably in a month or so. We'll get into all the big trades and everything that go down, or all the free agent signings, because basketball has just got a shit ton of movement going on in the off season every single year. So everything juggles around. I'm excited for the 2022 season. Hopefully, fingers fucking crossed, everyone stays healthy this year. That's going to be the main thing, man.
I'm not too fucking excited about what's going to happen with the Raptors.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that.
It's not looking like it's going to be too good of a season, honestly.
No, I don't think so either. And just the teams in the Eastern Conference are just getting better, dude. Milwaukee just got fucking better. Like, they're they got way more confidence, especially with this chip. So they're going to be going into next season just on a fucking wave. You got Brooklyn hopefully coming back all healthy. Got to figure out what they're going to do with their big three.
Say, I can't see them all staying together because all three of them alone put them over the cap. Yeah. So we got to figure that out.
Yeah, they'll have to either restructure contracts or one of them's got to go. You got the Miami Heat, which was really disappointing this year, but they still have really young core, and they got Jimmy too. So
yeah.
Philadelphia just fell short again this year. Expect more out of them. I see Ben Simmons getting moved there's already rumors about Ben getting moved, so I see him getting moved in the offseason. We'll talk more about that when that comes up.
Ben for Dame straight up.
New York Knicks are a new character. That'll be interesting to see how they mold a team for next year. Atlanta Hawks are in the picture now as well with Trae Young and Bogdanovich and that young core, and John Collins.
They definitely got some confidence after this fucking
man too. There's just a lot of talent in the NBA. And then you go over the Western Conference. Hopefully AD and LeBron are back. They get maybe another piece this offseason. That'll fucking spruce everything up. I think Dennis Schroeder won't be back next year.
Aren't they talking about getting Chris Paul?
I mean, they could. Like LeBron, somebody asked.
I know him and LeBron are boys.
I know somebody asked LeBron in an interview. It was Arsenio Hall asked LeBron in an interview if, I don't know, the way he worded it, he was trying really not to make LeBron get a tampering fine. But LeBron said, "Yeah, that's my boy," and basically, obviously, I would be excited to play with him. So we'll see. Because I don't see us eating up Dennis Schroeder's contract. But that'll be the Lakers. We got Steph, Clay, Dre all back next year. So see who they add to a supporting cast for that team. Golden State. That was kind of they were what, 9th seed. So they
need a bench.
They need bench and they need supporting cast too. I just don't see Kelly Oubre and Andrew Wiggins really.
I forgot about Kelly Oubre, bro.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Nuggets, Wiggins, Jamal Murray will be back. Jokic, that'll be good. They got really good pieces. I don't know if they're gonna keep like Aaron Gordon, and I believe they have JaVale McGee.
Man, what the fuck happened to Aaron Gordon? He was a bum this year.
Yeah.
He was an all-star.
Yeah, he used to be.
What the fuck?
But trying to think of who else. Phoenix, I can see Chris moving. Devin will have to move into the role of being that guy, but they still will need to replace a floor general. Trying to think of who else. The Clippers, I don't see Kawhi staying in Los Angeles or on the Clippers, I should say.
No way.
I can see him getting moved too. It's just like, how many fucking times are you going to take a shot at it? You guys are so close. I know he was injured and everything, but fuck, man. And
can't really blame PG for that one, though.
Nah, I can't blame PG. It's just I just don't think it works. You can throw all the little pieces at it, like Rajon Rondo and everything like that. It just doesn't work.
No.
Patrick Beverly needs to go too. I fucking hate that guy.
I fucking can't stand that guy when he's playing against fucking my team, man.
Yeah,
I have to see him. Oh,
I'm trying to
fucking flailing his fucking arms everywhere and fucking.
I'm trying to think of other Western Conference teams. Who was first seed?
Utah.
Yep. Utah. They'll be a strong team next year too. Again, it's just a matter of how they can finagle through a healthy Western Conference with a lot of the vets with a lot of IQ on how to win big clutch games. It's just kind of they're in the Phoenix Suns boat and they can get there. It's just a matter of how do you time manage those last 5 minutes in the fourth quarter when it really matters. But overall, good season. Actually, I'm not going to say a good season. It was all right.
My team sucked. But...
Way too many injuries. Way too many injuries. It was overwhelming overwhelming with injury. It was just, I couldn't even watch for majority of the season. And then the playoffs came, they kind of spruced it up with the play-in tournament, which was cool. Made it a little more intense again, because that was just some intensity before the playoffs. And then playoffs came, and it's just kind of sad seeing teams being a shell of themselves against these two teams, especially because, I don't know, with all due respect, if everyone was healthy, this would probably go a different way. So, no, I'm just excited for next year. Message to all the NBA players out there: fucking just sit on the couch for a bit, work out, come home, relax. Don't fucking overdo it. Heal again, please. We can't have another season next year like this year where fucking all the superstars are going down with injuries. Like literally every fucking superstar: Kyrie, James, Kevin Durant, Giannis was down for a bit, AD, LeBron, fucking Jamal Murray, Chris Paul went down with COVID, Kawhi, Joel Embiid was injured. Jimmy, Miami had a big fucking COVID thing. Jimmy was out with COVID. Tyler Hero was out with COVID.
Lowry was out for a bit for us. Freddie Van Vliet was out for a bit for us. Pascal Siakam was out for a bit for us. It was just a mess. I'll see. Like everyone thought the year fucking COVID took over the world. That was the fucking shitty NBA year, but really it was this year. And everyone getting fucking injured. Bad injuries too. Season ending.
So message to all NBA players: stay healthy, please. We want to see some real competitive basketball in the regular season next year. We want to see all the fucking big dogs back. We want to see all the superstars back and play, because that's when it's most exciting. Like when you don't know how it's going to go, because everyone is everywhere. So, just excited for 2022 now. Excited for for the off season, see how players move around for the season next year. But other than that, do you have anything else to say about finals? Any basketball shit before we get off basketball for a while?
Not really, man. Like you said, there's not much to say today.
No, there's not. I'm going to just toss it up to being a LeBron stan, and I'll admit it, but I wasn't really excited about this. Good on Giannis. It's good to see a new face winning the chip. I'm not against that whatsoever, but just the plague of injuries kind of ruined the playoffs and ruined the whole season for me at this rate, and kind of was a testament on why these two teams were in the finals to begin with. But good on Giannis, finals MVP, well-deserved performance of a fucking lifetime. Game 6, one of the best performances in a finals. I'll keep saying that. And first chip. So hopefully he goes into the next season with some confidence, and they can keep a lot of that team together, because they're a really good team. And
one thing I will say, it was a little weird that he did say after he won the chip was, he's like, I don't care if I win another one, because we did it the right way, kind of thing. I just thought that was kind of weird. I kind of took it the wrong way. Like, does he actually not care that if he wins another one, like he's just gonna fucking dog water it the whole fucking next year, or is this gonna give him more confidence to fucking go to the finals again? You know what I mean?
I think, I don't know. I think he spews a lot of bullshit, but at the end of the day, he's I
kind of took that comment a bit weird. That's all.
Yeah, he's one of the best players in the game this year, in the NBA.
Definitely.
So,
definitely
good on him for his first chip, and the rest of the Milwaukee Bucks. We're gonna get off of basketball for a while, probably a couple months, until trades and free agent signings and the draft and all that go down. I think the draft's in the next couple days. So we're done with NBA for a while. We're going to dive right into NFL. NFL is going to take over main coverage of Potty Mouth Sports for a while. Obviously, you're going to get your monthly recaps of MLB baseball until postseason October, and then we're gonna really go balls deep in MLB for a while. And yeah, no, we are done NBA for a bit. So that's good and perfect timing because the NFL season's right around the corner. So all the boys are very excited about that. But looking forward to 2022 for NBA. Hopefully everyone comes back healthy and we can have an absolute fucking fiesta where we don't have a clue where anything is going to go or how anything's going to play out at the beginning of the season, like always. But this has been Potty Mouse Sports, Zoomin with the Boys, episode 16, NBA Finals coverage. Congrats to the Milwaukee Bucks on their first chip in about 50 years. Congrats to Giannis for Finals MVP and getting his first chip. We are signing off for NBA for a couple months, so tune in to Zoomin with the Boys on Wednesday, where we are going to give some predictions and dive right into the NFL. So you're going to want to tune into that and check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and check the link in the description. Support, buy some merch. Got this sexy fucking Potty Mouth t-shirt. You're going to want to cop. Link is in the bio. Love you all for all the support. And like always, Potty Mouth Sports. Go fuck yourselves, bitches.